Okay, testing one, two, three. All right, we're live. Okay. So I don't have any trades to take on my what's it called? Trade account. Just need to accumulate trading days here. So working on that. Over here on Ninja, looking for entries here. Don't see anything. Been working a lot on trade automation. I have some ideas that I really like. That it would be easier to trade if they were fully automated. Your execution's obviously instant, and you can take your own judgment out, which some might feel that that is not helpful, but I personally think it is helpful to remove discretion. Missed a trade right here, actually, because I was letting my chart or forcing my chart to refresh rather. So we have a setup here. If the market comes back and taps us in, it's a 2 to 1. Price action's making me want to jump in early here. See if we can get in. A lot of sellers unable to move the market down. Makes me feel bullish here. Would be approximately a 1-to-1 here, based on where our stop is and where our second entry is. Not liking that reaction up here. We are pushing new highs of day here, I believe. Uh-oh. Missed the fill there by one tick. That could be a blessing or a curse. We'll see. Buyers are making the attempt here, which is where I wanted to see them come in. So that's definitely good news. They're just kind of getting slammed down here every time. At this point, all we can do is wait and see what happens. Definitely getting the reaction we want off of this level, but we need to get through here. 16,100. There we go. We got through there. I'm going to close it. Um, Honestly, size is just a little bit too big. I should probably be doing this with, not probably, I should be doing this with micros. It'd be hard to stomach a $400 loss. So we're going to swap over to micros here. Change my trade copier. Oh, no, I think I only took that on one account. I didn't have the trade copier set up correctly. That's too bad. Let me double check if that is correct. Yes. Yeah, I only took that on one account, which, again, that would have been a blessing. So did hit our target. Didn't have the courage to hold for the target because the size was too big. Find yourself nervous in trades, thinking you want to reverse, even though you know you have an edge. You know for a fact your size is too big. Should never be scared to take the loss. You must accept the loss before you enter the trade. That's the secret to feeling comfortable in a trade. Knowing, hey, you know what? This trade will cost me. Let's see. If we calculate this out, here are our entries. So what we're doing here is we're measuring where exactly have bulls been entering the market as they push the market higher. They've been entering in this first green zone here every time. So the idea here, probably at some point put out an inexpensive course that will explain exactly how to do this. But the theory here is that they've been holding this zone, and this works statistically, as funny as it may seem. If they fail to hold in this zone, then they will come in and defend the next zone. And these are based off of, again, statistical figures. So you can see there, they did attempt to come in here in this green zone. They failed to bring it to a new high, and look where they come in right there in this yellow zone. It's much more complicated than that. Don't go trading this without understanding how it works. But so what we could have done, well, what we would have done if we were trading with appropriate size is we would have measured from our average price. So if we started here thinking the bulls are probably going to try and hold this area again, they did not. So we enter in here. Our average price is 50% between that, or the halfway or midway point between them, which is right there. So that's our average price. With 2 micros, we're talking $44.50. So the key is you have to be okay with losing $44.50 when you enter the trade. All right. Can I comfortably handle $44.50? And rather than that, you can actually assume you've lost the trade when you enter. I will pay the market $44.50 in order to take this trade. And by the way, a better thing for me to do would have been to just wait. Wow, Ninja's locked me out. Won't allow me to edit this tool. Whoa, Ninja just did some wacky stuff to me. Um. Anyway, so the better thing to do would be to assume you're paying the market that value before you enter the trade. Ugh, man, I might have to restart Ninja. It's not letting me work here. So had I been patient and entered at the zone, which would have been the better zone to enter in, my risk would have been $15 and my reward would have been let's see here. I think the reward would have been 30. Yeah. So that's a 2 to 1 there. So I would have to tell myself before I enter the trade, okay, I'm paying the market $15, or maybe I use 2 micros, $30, and my reward if I win will be 60. So market, I'm going to give you 30 bucks. Um, if you go my way, I want you to give me back those $30 and return to me an additional 60. And so that can be an interesting psychological trick to play on yourself when you push the button to enter the order is actually assume you're paying that money to the market, that risk already. So it's a transaction that's occurred just like buying something at the store. Just realized it's Friday too. I normally don't normally take trades on Friday. Fortunately, we did today. Um, I mentioned a little earlier. I've been working on automated strategies. I haven't been trading because I've been working with my dad, who is a software engineer, trying to put some of my strategies into code so that they can be automated. I have some of them working, and actually have a friend that is using them. But there's some refinements that I want to make, as well as just making it easier to use from a user interface perspective, giving users the ability to control the stop loss and target manually so that they can manipulate that and do back tests and find things that work for their instrument, or their style scalping, or going for larger targets. So I'm working on that and hope to release that within a couple of months here. Um, so maybe what I'll do for the rest of the day is turn turn the stream on those. I need to figure out. I need to get another system basically to stream my trading robots 24/7, or not 24/7, but during the times when the market is volatile enough for that to make sense. But I mean, I don't know. I guess we could just have a 24/7 stream going that shows the bot taking executions. Um, there are a few different bots. I have one. I think there's a bug with it, but I do have one that made $75,000 between September uh through from September, October, and November, trading one NQ. But I do think there's a bug with it. I think the real figure is probably like maybe $20,000. I think there's a major bug in Ninja's playback, which is another good reason to trade it live and on stream so we can all see exactly how it's working. So I do think, well, looks like we might have one additional setup here today. Let's see if we can get in. Just need to accept the possibility that we will lose this trade. Let's see. We're looking for. We're going to go down to one contract because we're going to need, possibly going to need a secondary entry here. So I've accepted the loss of possibility of a loss of, basically I'm paying the market 12 points times, I didn't actually mean to enter 3 contracts, but there we are. I'm actually going to look at another screen. I've got mhm. Yeah, I actually meant that brought my average um up slightly more by averaging in on that second entry. It was supposed to be just one contract there, but that was oh shoot. And did I get my trade copier set correctly? Yeah, it looks like I did. Times like these, you go, oh, let me move my stop to break even. Then you get stopped. You get stopped out right now, and then it goes to your target. Can't predict the future, but that happens more often than it hitting your break even and then going to your stop after. It normally goes to your target after. Now we're one tick from target, or 1 point from target. Now I'll move my stop in because I no longer accept the loss. All right, there we go. So that was a nice trade. So now that was what was it? 57 or so dollars. Let's check. Oh, $65. So 65 on that setup. So yeah, I'm having issues with the risk tool, the risk reward tool in Ninja. I'm getting really strange errors when I try to use it. So I can't use it. I couldn't actually calculate my risk. But if I were to have done it correctly, I could have used the ruler tool. In fact, let me do this right now. Set this to currency. Oh, I won't let me do that either. Okay. So we're just plain having issues with Ninja today. But what I like to do is calculate my risk before I enter the position and then know, okay, I'm risking $65 to take this trade. Am I okay with that? Yeah, $65. That's not too bad. That's why we use micros. $650 to take that trade on a couple of minis would have been uh, I would not have been comfortable with that. And most likely I would have tilted had I lost. So all right, that's going to be it for me. If you're watching, it's most likely sometime far into the future because no one watches the stream right now. Um, but I appreciate you watching. Hopefully, you learned something and enjoy whatever day of the week it is for you at whatever point you're watching this in the future. Take care.